Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another interview, this time covering VCT Pacific Stage 1 for playoffs during the Grand Finals. My guest at this time is Kushy of RRQ, coming off of their Grand Final Series victory
Hello.
over Gen.G, and thus moving on to Masters Toronto as the first seed in the league, and most importantly, being VCT Pacific champions. And Kushy, thank you so much for the opportunity. Congrats on the victory as well. This is the first
Thank you.
domestic title for you in Tier 1.
Yeah,
I mean, it's craziness, craziness. I wouldn't expect for this to happen to yourself and the rest of
yeah,
RRQ,
yeah.
but such is the case. How are you feeling, man?
I mean, I told my teammates also right after we won. I'm like, I still can't believe it. If you told me this like a month ago, I wouldn't say, oh, we're actually gonna do it. But yeah, I'm so happy that our hard work paid off. Like we had a lot to sacrifice, and yeah, we put in our work, and yeah, the result is. I mean, we're really happy that we can get the trophy.
No, for sure. I mean, it is a result of a long process that this team has been going through, and with the inclusion of yourself and also like Gen.G, Money, Crazy Guy, Xfero, this team was able to make it work, and also in the inclusion of like Warbirds as like the assistant coach. I mean, when you look at the journey and how this team has been able to improve, since the inclusion, the addition of Crazy Guy, what do you feel was the one aspect that changed for the better, that helped this team improve so much so quickly?
So, in my opinion, I might be wrong, but the approach that like my ex IGL, which is Estrella and Crazy Guy, is different, and the approach that Crazy Guy has to the game benefits the our team more. Like we like chaos, we like fighting, so yeah, that's basically like it fits more to our playstyle, basically.
So like under Estrella's IGLing is like more composed, more slow paced, and then like when you
Yes,
have
more
that like that.
composed, more safe. Yeah.
Okay, and then like by that point, like you guys weren't able to like make it work and again struggle. And so once you guys had that switch happen, it kind of felt like you guys finally had your identity in place, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, from that point on, this team definitely was able to make it work. Going on a deep run, obviously in playoffs. Sure, you guys lost to early on in the playoffs to Gen.G, but still you guys were able to improve and bounce back. I mean, when you look at that first match in playoffs against Gen.G, and now you guys were looking to beat them again, face them in preparation of the finals. Um, what was the preparation like? What was the game plan like, and what do you feel was the one thing that Gen.G showed that you feel like you guys could counter?
So I wouldn't say we need to change anything because previously when we first met Genji, we already had a game plan. But in that day, none of us basically can shoot. So even if we have great strats, but we cannot shoot, we cannot execute the strat. So I would say that we all came shooting, and yeah, we did our we did our game plan the same as the first we met Genji.
Yeah, like and looking over into the series now, like Gen.G had the momentum first off, winning in Haven, and then like you guys were able to respond with a pretty dominant first half on Ascent, but then Gen.G was making that comeback, and so I can assume that like that kind of like caused some worries within this team. Like, are we really gonna go 2-0 like this? Did that kind of thought crept into your mind?
Not a second for me. We just I mean, for me, I had really fun playing the game, so I just enjoyed every second of it round by round. So yeah, didn't really came to mind like, oh, we're gonna get 2-0 now.
Yeah, because like that kind of might have affected the team's mental and just having to like see like, okay, we started off 10-2, and then we dropped we threw the league, and so now we gotta like do the reverse sweep. And I mean, it might have been like a much more different challenge to the team altogether, but still you guys were able to finish it with the W, and then
Yep,
move
yep.
on over to Lotus and Icebox. I mean, the final two maps was just basically um just sort of like similar in the sense of like difficulty, but also like you guys were able to claw out of it with a
Yep.
victory. Yeah. What do you feel? made the difference in Lotus and Icebox that allowed you guys to win?
So in my opinion, Crazy Guy's call was insane in the last two maps. And when it comes to the defense side on Lotus and Icebox, I feel like we all had a great comings in like we all had our moments, you know. So and we played really well in my opinion for the defense side. For the attack side for last Lotus and Icebox, I just feel like Crazy Guy outplayed them maybe.
For sure. I mean, it definitely felt like this team was able to now get back to the usual form and then just close it out. To how you guys want it, and obviously it's a well deserved result at that. I kind of now want to pivot back over to yourself, because I believe you were the one that said in the press conference about how you had like wrist problems.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. And yeah, and like you mentioned about how difficult that was during the playoff phase, and now you've been able to like treat that and get a little better. What was that like? You know, what was that situation like for you? How difficult was it for you to kind of like go through competing with that in mind?
So we have practice like normal, and every day we just grind, and then I feel like sometimes like my wrist is giving me some limitations, you know, on how I move, and yeah, that didn't really got well to me, but I kind of ignored it because like I was like, no, it's like just a normal pain, you know. But after I feel like, this is like affecting me in performance wise, so I decided to take care of it a bit, and yeah, started getting better. But I'm also looking more to taking care more for this because yeah, the journey is still long, so I wouldn't want it to end so fast, you know.
Like, did it start like during stage one or like before that? Or
Uh, uh, After kickoff on preparations of stage one.
okay, no, no, for sure. I mean, it was definitely. I would assume like it's something that affects a lot of players to this day, and when people face that, they'll have to like undergo various difficulties. But it's good that you were able to catch it pretty early, I would say,
Mm,
and then use that to your advantage and then improve and
yeah.
do a much better version of yourself. And now, kind of that also looking into the qualification. I mean, you've had to compete for a very long time and work very hard to reach this point. You spent like a good amount of time competing in tier two, playing for like Alter Ego and competing in
Yeah.
Indonesia, trying to find your way into tier one. And I mean, sure, you've had plenty of like failures, but the victories are that much sweeter. And
Yeah.
you look at how you started, and you look at your improvement with RRQ, and now reaching today as VCT Pacific champion. How do you look at the journey, the process?
It's a hard fought battle, I would say, the journey. And yeah, very proud that all the hard work paid off. Right now I'm just like I still can't believe that we actually won. But I'm so grateful at the moment.
People kind of tend to ask themselves questions like, why me? When it comes to like achieving a major achievement or achieving a major success, why Xparrow? Why Jemkin? Why you? Why is it you?
Uh Lucky. No, I will say lucky. Yeah, our team is I would say my team is very good, and we complement each other really well, and yeah. So I feel like it's deserved for the hard work that we did for the preparations.
For sure. I mean, and now with that in mind, you guys now focused on to Canada, going to Masters Toronto. So two-part question into this. First off, what are your expectations for this team now that you guys have conquered Pacific? And also, do you have a player in mind that you want to take on?
I wouldn't really say any like I don't really have any specific player, but if I would say, I would like to face Trent maybe from G2 because he's looking really pretty good in initiator role, and yeah, the team's goal right now is to basically win the Masters Toronto.
For sure, and hopefully you guys are able to continue this momentum in Canada in a few
Thank you.
weeks' time. And so, Kushy, thank you so much for the opportunity. Congrats on the victory as well. Hope
Thank
you can
you.
celebrate accordingly, and best of luck in Canada, man.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so
man.
much, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.